I'm not. But we raised by you guys because it's single, and you guys are the single ladies out here raising our new generation alone because you decided I'm gonna open my legs and I'm gonna let him come inside of me unprotected. We are fools. I'm one of them, ma'am. I'm one of them. I had several kids outside of wedlock. I'm one of them, so I'm telling you what a fool I was. But I'm saying is though, ladies, you don't have to do that. You don't have to, just because whatever I drive or whatever I'm doing or how I look or the way I spoke to you, no. Find you someone that is ready to live a life, and you can wait on that. You can still have sex, protect yourself.
Most women are patient. They're patient. They're patient. They want it. I mean, men are too for relationships. Women are patient.
Because they're lonely.
But that's the new culture going out.
Pick one up and
but that's not just us too. I went on a date with a dude. We met out. We talked maybe twice. We went out on a real date, not a we dating and sleeping together later. Went out on one date. He was like, yeah, you know, so we together. No, we ain't together. We eating. This don't constitute us getting together. I don't even know you yet. But so many, and it's dudes too, like, people are so emotionally starved and hungry to be affectionate and have somebody in their corner, whether it's false or not. They're ready to jump into situations.
Well, let me ask you a question.
They think they're just supposed to sleep together.
Yeah, that is true.
And that goes into
we all do that.
version of
let me ask you guys
dating. Does not mean that we fucking. That means that we going
going
out from time to time. We get to know each other. That's a whole different situation.
Well, let me ask you something, ladies. Since you guys have come up with that and I agree, why is it that in other cultures, why isn't the white lady who is going to Stanford, Harvard, Yale, all these other places? You went to Tulane. You did. But how many of your counterparts went to Tulane? Ladies? How many? There was few, but I'm asking you, why is it that the white race, Chinese race, all these other race of people are all intertwined in families?
Because you know why? The white girl, this is my opinion and also a little bit of something that I know. The white girl is taught when you go to college, you can party and have fun, but you also can meet your husband. You stay with that boy, y'all get married, y'all have your careers, and you be with your person.
They're taught from a
That's what I'm going back to.
We are taught, but it's a difference in what we're taught. We are taught to go out, have fun, then get serious. They are taught to go out and lock it down. They want to get married early. They want to get married at 19, 20, 21 and spend their 20s building so that when they're in their 30s, they flying out and taking vacations and living their life and they're homeowners and they have cars. We wait till our 30s to get to that point that they done reached 10 years ago. And that's the big difference. Everybody's teaching, but what they're teaching is two different things.
There you go. So why is our race teaching this?
That's the question.
That's a good question.
I think that's the topic that you guys need to write in on.
Write in on it.
You want to do that, to go back to that. Historically, we've been oppressed, depressed, repressed, any press you want. You know what I mean? Which puts us in a situation where, to believe it or not, most people don't. If you really look into the history, African Americans had the strongest family bond more than
had.
When I say in slavery time,
that's when they. That's
right. Yeah, but we're only how many generations? You have to think about
how long have we been out?
You have to think about how many generations you are. We're not that
We're not that far. You're right. You're right. I'll go with you. I agree.
So their mentality is still on a whole other thing.
What are we? Maybe 4 generations from slavery?
At least the most is 4. Yeah, the most is 4. Yeah, you talking about that's a whole different mentality.
I agree with you. Right.
I
agree with you.
It starts in the community and we work together.
But we want to be so much like. I just don't know what I'm always scared for my sons. I always want to do and try to teach them to not make the mistakes I made and do differently from me when your dad was running around and you playing these women. I want them to be totally different. I want them to do the 20-year-old thing, and I'm making a career for myself. I got this wife, this woman I want to marry, and I want to move on. I want to grow with it, and I want that for them. And I'm praying that happens. Now, will that happen? We all guessing, but you have to want that in every household. Right. But if most households are just Section 8, food stamps, DJ, second lines,
but at the same
how
time,
can we achieve that goal?
I know some of the poorest people that have some of the best values and morals.
That's true.
And like too, so
that's fine. Yeah, that is true, and I'm with that.
But I think that I think even in college, the majority of females that I knew were thinking, okay, well, I'm gonna find my husband in college. The males were the ones that was like, oh, I'm cool. That's chilling.
That's not meant for you at that time. Well, you have to know. You have to say, well, you know, what's meant for me will be, and it will. But if you're
you
not,
can't say. I think that they should go to college and start for a mate and settle down, and then say, oh, well, it might not be meant. Either it's meant or you.
You have
you can't have it both ways.
You can't. Life will never be the way we design it. They say that if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you just want to make the best plans you can. If you have no plans, you plan to fail.
Right. Yeah. And in college, that should be your main focus. Your main focus should be your education.
Your education.
That should, because that's what you got to stand on. You know. Right. So you
have to have something.
When you do give it this person, and if it don't work, and they leave, you got something to fall on.
Right.
Right. You know, so your first objective in life shouldn't be love. You know.
Right.
You should build. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So. You know,
our women used to be, y'all used to be our backbones. Mm-hmm. You guys held up the family. Right. And with morals and dignity. Where has that gone?
Down the drain because
all of it done went all in the Central Business District. Because all in the high-rise buildings, they got their six-figure careers.
Let's be
and
real.
They be like, you know what?
I don't need you.
That's not just it. Let's go here.
My son don't need you either.
Let's go here. That's because I remember
my brother, I'm with you.
Essence Magazine did a study, and this was like my freshman year, so this had to be like 99, 2000, about how black men had started dating outside the race and the reason why. And one of the big things was, oh, white women, Spanish women, sexually, black women are like, don't pull my hair, or blah, blah, blah. And these other women in the bedroom are doing all this extra stuff, and then that was a big deal. And so, but what happened was, when men,
it happens in all races.
When men went outside of our race and started dating other women, we looked at ourselves and said, okay, if this is what they're doing, and we trying to get them back, then what is it that we missing to be on this side of things? And a lot of women changed to be more like whatever they thought was more attractive. So if you're looking at a woman with loose morals, then a lot of them was like, well, let me have loose morals, and that's real. Okay. That's real. Okay, a lot of women change the way they interact with men, a lot of things.
Us a favor right now to these viewers out here. Could you please tell them, in your own perspectives, what would it take for you to be that woman?
What
for
woman?
That black man.
What woman?
That woman.
That woman.
What's
that woman? That woman for him. That black man out there. Or that black man right here. I don't know. But I'm just saying. I mean, tell me, ladies. I'd like to know.
My thing is this. I'm not, and I mean, I have a list. It's not as long as Chili's list, but I think that when you find a man that's gonna be there, supportive, a good guy, he has morals and values, whatever, and y'all have a lot of commonality and you get along, he's a good person, I think that it's easy to be the right woman. You taking care of home and doing what you're supposed to do, you still have your career and your place in your life or whatever you have going on, but I don't think it's hard to be that right woman. Like, I know sexually that's not a question, and I know cooking, cleaning, all that other stuff, but I think these days dudes will come up, like, the game is ever evolving. I think if you give me a list of 10 things right now and I tell you and I show you that I meet that 10, tomorrow you're gonna have a number 11 and a 12. Like, that's where it is now.
But if you meet that man, would you trust that man? No, you're not. You're going this far.
We already said,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check this phone.
Yeah, you know, and sometimes it can be too good to be true. And
But what is that though? Because you could become that person that messed over you. I've had guys tell me that I done dated dudes out the hood. And they, you know, come to the table and they're like, it's too good to be true. You got a degree, you got all this stuff going on, and I don't have all that. You still want to be with me? Yes, because you're a good dude. But so many people feel that like that's a whole different thing where that whole too good to be true thing. Because I'm not bringing you drama.
And what you prayed for, you just really ran away. That goes both ways, not men and women. I'm not just saying women, men too.
The whole says not spoken.
It's scary though. It's scary.
Yeah, but you know, love is scary.
But what's scary about
That's
it?
right.
That's what
Love
I
is scary.
Love is scary.
Life is a gamble.
Again, like I said, you know. So if you're not ready for if you're not ready for love, you leave it alone because it's for the grown.
Exactly.
Well,
Oh man, hey, thank you, brother. Thank you. It's for the grown. Love is for the grown out there, y'all.
it's for the grown and ready. So if you
That's right, grown and ready. That's
then
another
that's
good
a
word.
different thing. But if you're really not ready, don't play with me.
But how many of us say we're not
Game
ready?
going on right
Yeah,
now. There's a lot of game playing going on
Like
right now.
respect a woman.
I'm playing games to get what I want.
I'm not giving it to you.
Game
We
plan. I
just
just think
demonstrate
that
up
people
front.
get themselves involved in situations, and then when they realize that situation has consequences and repercussions, then they won't get into a I'm grown.
But it's not just that. I know a lot of dudes that
Push it up.
know
If you
that
playing
they-
with such and such a dude because I like him, or because he hustle, or because we.
It's a lot of guys that-
he's sexy, or woo woo. You don't really know his personality. Up.
And majority of the time, sex changes
You understand?
everything.
Now we got a whole
But
problem.
it's a lot of dudes that'll give it a
Let him
girl
raise the
and
kid.
know that they're not ready, but they know she a good chick, she a solid chick, and I don't want to fuck around and lose her because I don't want nobody else to get her. So I'm gonna hold on to her and play these little games till I think I'm gonna be ready. But they ain't never, gonna be ready.
The immature
so
mind
and that
all
held into
at a young age
situation.
because the immature
Yeah.
mind and the mind is not being taught. If the mind is not taught, you're always, I'm gonna go back to this simple thing. Lack of knowledge, man will surely perish.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just understood. So if you're not taught, I mean,
But it's more than
you have to know. That's why I
Even
say,
if-
ladies, you can meet a man. You can meet 10 men in one night.
But you know what we're talking about right
Talk
here?
to them.
We're talking
Even
about-
if you're not taught though, when you grown, you experiencing, you know right from wrong, and you know, okay, I met her, I really like her, she a stand-up chick. You gonna rise to the occasion and figure out what you need to do to stay in that person's life, and that's more than just being taught. You can have the shittiest,
agree.
most crackheadish, never was home ass mama, and didn't teach you a damn thing. But if you meet a solid chick, you're gonna be like, Lord, I don't know what I need to do, but I don't want to lose this woman. Let me know what I need
Whatever
to
it
do.
is, whatever it is she
Yeah.
want me to do, I'll do
But
it.
it don't happen all the
you
time.
take that.
But how many times that happened in a black home? And I'm gonna step away for a minute and my
You know
brother
why?
answer that because he's
You know why? Fear. That's what it is.
I agree.
That's
I agree.
what we. That's
Fear
right
is
here.
the reason
It's
why
fear.
so many
You can't
people
mix fear with love. When you mix
Yeah.
fear with love, it's destruction. Bottom line.
Right.
Bottom line.
I think
you know,
fear
and we
is
go
the
through life.
reason
We go
why-
through life with fear and our culture. You know, and then we wind up with nothing.
But I think, and the fear is the reason why we go back to the single parent household, because so many guys are afraid of just making that commitment. Now, I don't believe in divorce.
But
So I
guys
think-
and women.
But I think, but no,
Guys-
that's serious.
Yeah,
Like,
guys and women.
I think, and that's the difference, but that's the
As a
difference between
community.
cultures though.
Yeah.
Because you talking about white people, they get married early because them dudes ain't scared.
Yeah,
They're
and
like, all right,
women-
we get married, we settle down,
But the
whatever.
women ain't either. That's what I'm saying. It goes both
Right.
ways. So we talking about culture. You know,
Well, ladies and
it's facts.
gentlemen, we have come to the end of our conversation.
We gotta do this.
We will have to, y'all have to stay tuned because we're coming back with some more. So this has been this episode of Her Thoughts is Actions, sponsored by Captain Perkins Personal Training and Fitness Center, located at 9301 Lake Forest Boulevard, Suite 108 and 109. Call us 504-245-7713. Thank you and have a good night. Sorry, I